Back to the Diamond. The West Michigan Whitecaps unveiled the team's initial 2016 roster yesterday. A pair of first-round draft picks and an outfielder with great baseball bloodlines highlight the excitement for the reigning Midwest League champions. Outfielder Derek Hill, the Detroit Tigers' 2014 first-round pick, and pitcher Bo Burrows, the Tigers' 2015 first-round pick, are the headliners. Burrows is ranked the Tigers' second-best prospect by Baseball America, while Hill, the 10th-rated prospect. Also, outfielder Cam Gibson, the son of Tigers legend Kirk Gibson, is set to be one of 11 players to make their Whitecaps debut in 2016. And with the roster announcement yesterday, I am now joined by West Michigan Whitecaps Vice President Jim Jarecki. Jim, thanks so much for joining us.
Not a problem. We're getting ready for baseball.
Yeah, no kidding. Less than a week away for the home opener, but I mean, middle of the week this week, and you guys have the season starting.
We do. Open workout on Wednesday for the first chance for the fans to come out to Fifth Third Ballpark and see the Andrew Graham-led Whitecaps defending champions in the Midwest League. So we're excited to have those guys come up from Lakeland, and obviously Mother Nature threw a little bit of a high and tight one today with us with the weather and with the snow, but you know, we're looking forward to sunshine and good temperatures.
Now, speaking of Midwest League champions, you guys won it last year. You got the ring on from the championship last year. Take me through just the excitement that has been built for this season as you guys prepare to defend the title.
Well, obviously coming off that, when you were able to have the championship trophy come back from Cedar Rapids last year, that ride back during the middle of the night was just spectacular, and then the fans greeted the team at the Pepsi Stadium Club. But to get our 6th championship in 22 years was very, very exciting. And a lot of the guys coming back this year are some members were the team last year, so you know, I know they've been working hard down in spring training, but leading into this season, I think we're going to have another good shot at it.
And then you gave me the replica version of the championship ring, which will be handed out to the first 1,000 fans at the home opener on Saturday. Gates open at 2, so first 1,000 fans, you get yourself a nice little replica championship ring for the West Michigan Whitecaps.
Kind of similar to the real one. I mean, it's very close. Terry Berry, local company here, produced the rings, and we were down in Florida last weekend for the ceremony to give the rings out, and the players from the Whitecaps got them all, and they were so excited about that, and one of the top design rings that we've ever had.
Yeah, very cool. A lot of bling.
Yes. But guys like that.
Now, Jim, some new features at the ballpark. Every year it seems like there's something new, whether it's a food item, safety item. What is it this year?
Well, the big thing is we always like to grow. Every year we do things at the ballpark, and we want to make sure that we have new items out there, whether it's seating, whether it's deck areas or food items. This year we expanded the 4 top areas, which were very popular. We went from 18, we added 12, so we've got 30 total tables that are behind home plate. We have padded seats that we've added behind home plate area, as well as our deck area down the first base line. We expanded that to accommodate another 20 people or so. But probably the biggest thing we've done, and big news in the offseason, was the extended netting that's going to take place. Normally, obviously, the netting behind home plate, but we're taking it down the lines. Both the first and third base dugouts will now be covered, and we're getting that built, and we will have that in time for opening day. But it was really a mandate by Major League Baseball to increase the safety and security of the fans. Viewing of the baseball games has changed over the years, and people are on their phones a lot. They're out there for the social aspect of it. They're out there, you know, to have fun, and they want to tell people where they're at. And over the last couple of years, you've seen injuries increase in Major League ballparks as well as minor league ballparks, and we don't want to see that happen. We want to do it for the safety of the fans so they can thoroughly enjoy that. And I think what you're going to see is we're doing that. A couple other clubs are doing it, but I think come 2017, 18, more and more clubs are going to do that, and it's going to become the norm. But we want to be on the forefront of that.
And then I mentioned it earlier, some of the top prospects in the Detroit Tigers organization will be with the Whitecaps on the initial roster. Derek Hill, an outfielder, the 10th rated prospect by Baseball America, and then Bo Burrows, starting pitcher, 2nd rated prospect. And you also have some nice family bloodlines. Detroit Tigers legend Kirk Gibson, his son Cam, also on the roster.
Yeah, we got
just that youth movement that you have. What's that going to be like? 3
great talented guys. Derek Hill obviously was here before, and he had some injuries, but I think he might be coming into his own. Bo Burrows, obviously first-round draft pick out of Weatherford, Texas, a pitcher, so he'll be one of our starting pitchers. But youthfulness is definitely the key for this, and you never know at this age these guys have made that next step up. Bo was in the Gulf Coast League last year, pitched in 10 games after he got drafted and signed. But we're excited to have him, obviously. obviously as the #1 pick, and obviously Gibson, you know, with the name on the back of the jersey, it says one thing. And from talking to the guys down in Florida, he's a clone of what Kirk was as far as his competitiveness, his attitude, his gamemanship, and obviously out of Michigan State, 10th round pick. So, you know, we're definitely looking forward to having Cam here. And, you know, as far as the outfield goes at Fifth Third Ballpark, we know the vastness of that outfield. So when you have Derek Hill out there and Cam Gibson, and you know, I think you got guys who can run down that baseball.
Yeah, covering a lot of ground.
You need to. You really need to. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of home runs, but I mean, you're going to see some guys flying out there.
Now, speaking of spring training, you mentioned that you were down there. Just take me through what it was like, the experience of being down there for an extended period of time, and any insight into for some of the Tigers fans around here?
You know, it's always good to get down there and see baseball in March. You know, it's one of the best things to do there. But, you know, going down to Tiger Town, seeing the complex, and being able to talk to some of the minor league guys as far as the directors and the personnel that we have, those guys provide us with some information as far as the guys of where they were here last year, where they're going to go, and the guys up and coming. And, you know, it's one of those things that they've got over 200 guys in camp. But, you know, as the lineup was presented to us and the roster was given to us, I mean, we saw some of the guys that they did have and told us they were going to be here. So I think they put together a real good team. And obviously at the major league level, you know, I think Brad Osmus has those guys lined up very well. Obviously, injuries is going to be the big key thing, is make sure these guys avoid the injuries and then work into a good season.
Well, we'll let you out of here on this one. Beginning the 20th year affiliated with the Tigers.
Can you just
talk about just the partnership and the relationship that has grown and how special that is? 20 years is a long time.
It is, and you know, it's flown by. I remember the first game back in 1997. It was an hour and 42-minute ball game. Robert Fick hit a home run to dead center field.
That's an all-time name.
It is, but you know, that's where the legacy goes. We won 1-0, and you know, it's hard to believe that 20 years has passed since we made that affiliation switch. With that, obviously 5 more Midwest League titles. So you see what the Tigers have been able to provide. The relationship is so solid as far as being, you know, this side of the state, and you know, the Tigers know when they send guys what type of facility they have in Fifth Third Ballpark, what type of community they have, and obviously the fan support is very, very big to them, because these guys get to play in front of 8,000 fans on a July Saturday night, so they get the atmosphere, they get the attitude. But you know, obviously Tiger fans here get to see the future, and when these guys are here, they're always Whitecaps. So no matter where they go, they break in with the Tigers or any other major league club, they're a former Whitecap. So it's done well, and you know, again, 20 years. We're talking about it with some of the Tiger guys. We cannot believe it. It's gone so quickly, but it's been so fantastic.
Well, 6 days, count them, 6 days until the Whitecaps home opener on Saturday. Jim, thanks so much for stopping by and joining us tonight.
We're ready to play ball.
Yeah, no kidding. We're almost there.